Right, hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Josh, and if you're new here, I get to drive some pretty cool cars thanks to Ben's Bavarian. This is a 2014 Audi RS6 with 713 brake horsepower. Now that is far and away the most powerful car I've ever driven. Now there is a ghost alarm that should fire up, as you can hear. This isn't your standard beast. So let's get going. Now, obviously, with it being an Audi RS6, you have incredible levels of grip and a huge amount of power as standard anyway, which is what you'd expect from Audi's premium fast estate. But someone has stage 2 remapped this car, which has pushed it into the realm of supercar killer. Now, I've often seen videos of cars like this and thought, why would you take a fast car that's really well put together and then put that much power in it? But when it's been professionally done, what you end up with is a car that's a small gap, but any gap is big enough for this car. When you think I can create a car that will be as comfortable as an Audi RS6, have carbon inlays, have a nice flat bottom steering wheel, incredible practicality, enough for 5 adults to travel in comfort, and a huge boot, Bose surround system, honeycomb seats, why would I buy a Ferrari that can do the same speed but offer me none of the practicality? Well, it's a good question. So I'm now going to open the taps onto a slip road. 3rd gear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. That is absolutely nuts. I find that sometimes on my reviews, I tend to over-exaggerate how much it pins you in your seat because I want to give people a genuine idea of how fast the car is. This is literally pin you in your seat fast. I can't imagine what it's like as a passenger in this car, because as a driver you have something to grip onto to hold you forward, but you probably saw by my reaction then, that is opening up again. So we're in 7, drop down to 5th. Oh my gosh. Wow, and I am doing the speed limit very quickly. And as I say, you have the benefit of everything that this car has to offer as a natural RS6 or even an A6. You have incredible space in the back. You have memory seats, heated seats, sat nav. Obviously this is a little bit dated now in the center console, but it's still a fantastic system compared to some of the old Range Rover ones, for example. Multifunction steering wheel, cruise control, and also 713 brake horsepower, and also enough power to beat any supercar you see. Oh, wow, what a machine. We also have an RS7 which is running 812 brake horsepower. Yes, 812. That's 100 more than this car that is making me do that. My god. RS6s are very quick, but this is breakneck speed. But thanks to the Quattro system, it's also extremely grippy. Extremely grippy, which is what you want. I saw a video of an RS7 doing a figure of 8 lap against a Ferrari 488. They were just doing that, and the RS7 won. The RS7 won. Now, that's not to say on a full-sized track and a time lap that an RS7 would be a Ferrari 488, but it gives you the level of what a Quattro can do. And I think if you put this amount of power in a Quattro system and it's well done, whoa, you're going to end up with some very, very special vehicles. Wow, this thing is incredible. Now again, much like the R8 video that I didn't want this to be a review. I wanted this to be a drive. I wanted this to be like, wow, what is your reaction to the most powerful car you've ever driven? And I have to say, I can see why people do this now. I can see why people take an already impressive car and make it the next level. This is a 1% car. There's probably less than 1% of cars on the road that could beat this. Round corners, 0 to 60. I can't imagine there's too many. I don't know if this is de-restricted because we're sensible and we don't test cars above 150 miles an hour. In fact, in the UK, we don't test cars above 70 miles an hour. But even on the autobahns, I'm not too sure if this is de-restricted or not, but with the power of this thing, it feels like you'd be over the limiter. You've got 200 miles an hour on this. Would you get to that? It kind of feels like you would, but I'm not entirely sure. And then there is also how lovely this is at cruising speed. I'm doing 40. I've got my cruise control on. Of course, there is a drone from the exhaust, not a huge one, but you can tell that if you want to turn up, for example, if I do drop a gear down to third, for example, there are a few pops and bangs, but it's nothing ridiculous. Some of the ones you think, why have you bothered to do that? Oh my God, this car is absolutely crazy. When I said breakneck speed, that actually made me hit my head on the seat. That wasn't like a, that wasn't support, that was almost painful. Oh God, this car is crazy. Wow. Right, I'm going to leave it there because that is an experience that I won't often get. Wow. See you all next time.